What's up, guys? Kavita Channe here, First Down and Dirty, your favorite online sports show. Now, it is Thanksgiving week. Normally, I like to dress up and be festive for Thanksgiving, but we do have a huge game against the Seminoles, us meeting the Gators against the Seminoles this Friday. So I figure if I rock my Gator gear, maybe that'll send them some winning vibes and we can win that game. Now on to NFL. Let's get into our Week 12 picks right here, right now. Now, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without a Thanksgiving pick. Redskins at Dallas with the over-under at 48. Now, both of these teams have had short weeks to prepare for this game, just like we've all had short weeks to prepare for turkey dinners in our family, right? Now, Dallas is beat up in their running attack as DeMarco Murray and Felix Jones are questionable for this game. Now, their O-line, well, they're also beat up, which means that Romo, well, he may not be that effective in his passing game. Now, the Redskins, who I love, looked unreal in this game against the Eagles this past week. But let's remember, this is an Eagles team that are in a downward spiral, and their defense probably made the Redskins look a tad bit better than they really are. Kind of like if I was making Thanksgiving dinner. It would look really beautiful, you'd want to eat it, but if you tried it, I probably wouldn't win Top Chef. Sort of like that. Now, RG3 was also their best running back last week, but with DeMarcus Ware on D-line, guess what? He's going to want to knock the stuffing right out of RG3 this week. Now, the over-under is 48, as I mentioned, and since 1990, both these teams have only scored 48 or more only 8 times. And remember, these guys play twice a year. So on Thanksgiving Day, I'm thinking both teams will play like they had a full plate of turkey. In other words, take the under 48. Next up, we've got Minnesota at Chicago with the Bears favored by 5. Now, Chicago got stomped by San Fran this past week, but I think they'll regroup against their division rival and make it very tough on Christian Ponder with their defense. Now, Chicago's defense will be key to this game. Did you hear me? Key to this game. They didn't seem to show up last week, but they have done this before. Remember the Panthers game that they almost lost? And then the next week, they came back with a vengeance. Now, this week, they do have Cutler back. Now, I'm not enthralled by his performance or his evil laugh, but hey, he's solid enough to score some points for the Bears. Now, both Minnesota and Chicago are 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. However, Minnesota is 0-5 against the spread in its last 5 when playing Chicago. Now, I think the Bears hold Ponder and Adrian Pianchek and squeak out a win at home. Take the Bears -5. Last but not least is San Fran at New Orleans with San Fran favored by 2.5. Now, remember last year? New Orleans had 5 turnovers and lost to San Fran. Now, I bet Drew Brees and his crew remember that feeling and don't want it back. Let's not forget, New Orleans is basically the same team that went 13-3 last year and 8-0 at home. This team is clawing its way through a rough offseason, a lot of turmoil. You got to give them credit. The Saints are 5-1 against the spread over their last 6 games, and I think they want to keep it hot against a tough 49ers team at home. So on Sunday, I'm going to say Drew Brees has a great game, defense plays well, and they find a way to beat San Fran and Harbaugh. Let me make a note, however. San Fran may very well be back in New Orleans in February at the Super Bowl, so they shouldn't worry too much if they do lose. Take the Saints +2.5. Those are my Week 12 picks. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed giving them to you. Now, it is a Thanksgiving holiday, and I want you all to have a fabulous time with your family, whether you're working, whatever you're doing. Just wake up in the morning, think of 5 things that you're thankful for. I'm sure one of them will be football if you're watching this. And just really give thanks and send everybody awesome vibes tomorrow. And that's just really what I want to tell you guys. If you want picks on all your favorite games, you can go to PaintInsider.com. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week, Week 13. Hopefully we go 3-0 this week, right? Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.